Welcome to the Chakra House of Healing. This is our premiere show. I'm so glad that you're here. The Chakra House of Healing is about inspiring, empowering, enlightening, and just enriching your life. Each day I'll have a guest on with me. I really want people to learn about different kinds of holistic healings. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the power of healing within ourselves. I don't think that people really realize how strong our own personal power of healing is. We all have the ability to heal who we are and our own negative energies. Holistic healers help to facilitate that. We talk about people who are gifted. We talk about people who have special powers. I don't know how much I believe that. I kind of believe that we're all open to it and we all have gifts. I think as time goes on in our lives, we just shut it down, because with everything that happens in our environment, our negative experiences tend to sort of close down those gifts that we may have or that we have. We're all born the same way, and we all have gifts. The healing within ourselves is so powerful. And it was funny, the other day I was driving my car and I was thinking about, I don't know why it jumped into my mind, but I was thinking about evangelists. And they kind of come on and there's this evangelist on stage and a healer comes on, he bangs him in the forehead and he says, "You are healed." And I think that's so amazing, because before I used to think that was a crock of crap, I'll be honest. But then I thought, you know what? Here we have a person who really wants to be healed, who really believes that they can be healed at that moment. And not only do we have that person and the evangelist who wants to heal them, we also have a room full of people who are all focused on the same issue at the same time, the same goal at the same time. Everyone wants to see that person healed. And the amazingness of all of those minds working as one, the positive energy of all those minds working as one towards one goal, to me is like, it's crazy. Like, it's so powerful. So how can that person not be healed? I believe that there's a huge probability there. I'm not going to say that it's a 100% go to see an evangelist and you'll be healed because there's so much power in the room, but I will say that there is a good probability there, and depending on what your issue is that you're dealing with. So I think that at the end of the day, one of the most important things is that we need to believe in ourselves. I think we look to other people for help. We look to other people for guidance. We look to other people to save us when we can save ourselves. And I only found that out through my own journey. I spent most of my life being a victim. I spent most of my life wondering why all the things were happening to me that were happening to me. And yet what I didn't realize is that I was causing those things to happen to me by sending out the wrong energy out into the universe. By me saying, why is this happening to me? Why does everything bad happen to me? We've all heard about the law of attraction. By saying that, why is everything bad happening to me? I am actually bringing all those bad things into my world. And I didn't know that. I wish I'd known that. I would have saved so much heartache and pain in my life. And now I know it. And now I think from the end. I think from all of the positive things that I want to happen in my life. I think I want the Chakra House of Healing to be a place where people can come and watch, or they can come to my clinic and we can help them think from the end. We can give you an alternate route. I went, for instance, to a psychiatrist for years and years and years. Might work for some people, didn't work for me. And the reason it didn't work for me is because the thought of reliving my past over and over and over again was not making me better. Again, might work for some people, didn't work for me. I was in such a bad place, they wanted to put me on lithium. This is not something I wanted to do, and I refused it. I finally looked into spirituality. I finally looked into holistic healings, other alternative healings, and started with Reiki, which we will be discussing in another episode. Wonderful healing power. I went into hypnosis, also helped me, and past life regression, which at the end of the day, I think answered all the questions I had left over. Those were the holistic healings that helped me. For you, it might be different holistic healings. There's so many of them. And this is the reason why I'm doing the Chakra House of Healing. I want to teach. I want to inspire. I want you to learn and have those aha moments and say, oh, you know, maybe that can help me. Even if you are getting sort of different medical treatments, any holistic healing is a wonderful complement. If you are taking medications that are directed by your doctor, holistic healings will only allow those medications to work that much better, and maybe you won't need them all. So I just want to show you different avenues, different ways of healing, and know that you have it all within yourself. I want to start right now and speak with my guest today. I want to introduce Simone Usselman Tod from Wild About Wellness. Hi, Simone.
Hi, Ayse. How are you?
Great. Simone is not only my guest today, but she's also a friend of mine and the founder of Wild About Wellness. She helped me start the Chakra House of Healing and gave me the support and the mentorship and the confidence I needed to get it going. And I really want to thank you with that, because I know that I was a little bit of, I want to do this and I want to do that. And you kind of gave me my direction on where I was going to go and gave me the self-confidence when I was losing it. And that I want to thank you for. I just want to give people a brief bio on you. And Simone started her career off as a medical radiation technologist and a registered massage therapist, which is amazing. And I guess that gave you, where you were saying, is that allowed you to understand the body's ability to heal itself.
Absolutely.
Okay, so can you expand on that?
Well, working through the conventional medical system, there's a certain approach. And what I realized about 12 years ago, through a personal experience of mine that was life-changing, is I had some complementary holistic work done that changed my life. And I couldn't ignore it. And of course...
And what was that?
That was craniosacral therapy. And in fact, I didn't tell anybody about it for 3 months because I thought everybody's going to think I'm crazy. But all I knew is I no longer had pain in my neck or my back or my feet. And that happened in one session, and I couldn't explain it.
Right.
So my MO is learn and share. So the first thing I did was start to learn about craniosacral therapy. That started this whole new journey. It was
That's
an
awesome.
open door. Yes.
That's so great. So I know that you help others, and you are all about wellness and getting results. And you are such a generous person with your time, and you are so open and helpful to people. And there's not a lot of people like you out there, and you give so much of yourself. And that's what I think, I had an instant, I love this woman, right away. And so why is this important to you, and why are you so passionate about helping people?
Well, I think we've all had our journey, and we continue on our journey. And I was certainly feeling blocked and limited, and I knew that I was meant to do more in this world.
Right.
And I think we're all meant to do more in this world, in some sort of capacity. And what I've learned is by reframing information, helping people see an opportunity for an open door.
Right.
It's really about helping them see that for themselves. So whether it's empowering them to see a bigger vision for themselves that we can't see for ourselves often, because we live with ourselves every day. And it becomes our norm rather than we don't see that as an exceptional or gifted or...
And I think we can see in others what we can't see in ourselves.
Totally. And so I can't explain it. All I know is when I speak with somebody, I see their unique gifts, their talents, their perspectives, and their passion.
Right.
And so for me, it's connecting the dots. And often we can't connect the dots forward, but we can connect them back. And so when I see that, I reflect that back for people so they can see themselves in a different way.
Right.
And see what's possible for them. And that totally excites me, because when I see that somebody make that connection and see what's possible for them, a whole new world of possibilities opens up. And that's what I'm really passionate about. And if I can just do that one piece to help people take that stepping stone, one step forward, and then a second step, all of a sudden a whole new path path evolves.
And you're really good at that, by the way, I just want to say.
Well, I love doing that, and I almost can't help it now. That I've seen the results that have happened for myself.
And you've taken off, like in the last year, you've like, since I've known you, you've just like all these new things, aspects have come into the play too.
Well, that sounds familiar, Ayse.
Yeah. It's true. We've both grown a lot in the last 6-8 months, for sure.
We do, and I think I look at how I can support people, but I also look for the lessons along that route in engaging with people as well on every level, and everything that shows up is an opportunity to learn and grow and expand if we choose to look at it that way.
Right. And I think what I like the best about art, even when you were with me, is that the moments that I sort of had that doubt about, can I do this? Yeah. And because I'm like this, it was like there was no coddling. You were like, get it together, girl. And you straightened out my butt like quickly. And I love that. I love that about you, because you weren't sort of like, missing and hawing about it. You were just like directly, we took care of it and moved on with our meeting. It wasn't just a lot of like spending time talking about negativity. It was just that quick kick in the butt that I needed. And
well, Ayse, what I see is people suffering.
Right.
Out in the world, they're struggling. And if I don't do my work in helping you get out there, then those people are going to continue to suffer. I'm not okay with that.
Okay.
And most healers and practitioners come from, holistic practitioners come from that place of caring and wanting to make a difference to people in the world and helping build a better world.
Right.
And so if I can help them see that and see the impact they have, because a lot of us think that, we're not doing a lot in the world, there's a lot we can do. And helping one person, there's a ripple effect to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. And all I do is really try to create opportunities through either networking events for holistic practitioners and for education, workshops, one-on-one sessions, depending on what aligns with people.
Right.
How do I help them move forward and really either jumpstart their business or help them feel more aligned, empowered, and in purpose? Because for all of us, if we can find that,
right,
it's life-changing.
I want to ask your opinion about something. I'd read in a book by, I'm going to give him a little pump up here, Wayne Dyer, The Power of Intention, and there was this one part of the book that he wrote, and he said, and I'm just saying that because of what you were just saying sort of reminded me of it, and he said, there's so much going on in the world, and people, like me, I don't watch the news, haven't watched the news in 2 years, don't know what's going on, and because it's always bad. The news is always bad. And there's one part of the book that he says, you need to feel good. You always need to feel good. And people say things like, well, how can you feel good when there's all this stuff going on in the world? There's like starvation and war and all this stuff. And he says, well, how bad do I have to feel to make that better? Instead of just feeling good. So you were talking about the ripple effect. Like, what do you think? What is your opinion on what he said about that?
Well, I think we have an option of how we see things and how we choose to conduct our lives. And we all have a vibrational frequency, and the negativity and the fear-based approach, which we see through drama and tragedy and all those things, I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but you can actually feel your energy drop around that.
Right.
Instead of, as a holistic practitioner, I feel my role, and I've learned this through personal experience, is to keep my vibration high so that I can support others in increasing their vibration. And when we can do that, that's when healing happens. That's when those pieces happen. So it's really, I'm not actually doing the healing, I'm simply facilitating the energy around that for that individual. And I think a lot of people have forgotten how to do that, and all I'm doing is reminding them how to do that.
Oh yeah, and I just want to put out there too, is like we have that power, and we have holistic healers out here that can actually help us facilitate those healings. Now, when somebody contacts you, what is, like from beginning to end, what is the process that sort of occurs when people contact you?
So people often contact me by phone or by email.
Right.
And so I usually have a quick sort of conversation with them and offer them some various options. Some people just need a 20-minute conversation sort of take them to the next step. If they're looking for something more, I have an opportunity to offer them a free 20-minute consultation. I often send them some self-discovery questions, which opens up a number of things for them
Right.
to start looking at and seeing themselves in a different way. And then we'll have a discussion and expand on that. And if they're interested in moving forward, I have a number of ways that they can do that.
Right.
They can do that through networking groups. I can offer that through education. I can offer through workshops. I offer a program around discovering your dream practice.
Right.
We have some workshops coming up, Embrace Your Brilliance, and how to do some specific techniques to move you forward. And it's about helping you move yourself forward.
Right.
I am all about jump-starting your business or where you need to be in life. Like, how do we get you there in 1 or 2 steps as opposed to spending the next 5 years getting there?
That's awesome.
So,
Okay, so so I was going to ask you like how your work impacts people, but I think we've kind of just sort of we've covered that. Like, I mean, you help people and you guide them in the direction that they need to be going, and you're so supportive, and you really put yourself out there, and you get involved with your people that are doing this. Now, if somebody wants to contact you, if any of our viewers on there would like to contact you and find out some more information about you and what you do, how would they do that?
they can go to my website, www.wildaboutwellness.ca, or they can contact me through email, Simone, S-I-M-O-N-E, at wildaboutwellness.ca. They can give me a quick call at 905-746-6797. And if there's anything I can do to help clarify something for you or help you take it 1 step forward or 2 steps forward in 20 minutes, I'd be more than happy to do that. And that's my way of giving back and helping people do a little shift to change things for them and move forward.
I want to thank you so much for coming out today and being part of my first show of the Chakra House of Healing. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited about the information that you're putting out there, and I'm so happy for the help and I have so much gratitude for the help that you gave me, the direction that you gave me to help me create what the Chakra House of Healing was going to be. People need that support especially when they're changing from a conventional life to a holistic life. When you're completely changing your life, you need support and you need someone to help you do that.
So Ayse, you are my ideal client in the sense that you were ready to take that step forward and you just took off. And that, I love seeing that, and that's really what my goal is for people, and at whatever speed that they need to go and works for them.
Well, thank you.
So,
thank you
for having me.
Thank you for being here. The Chakra House of Healing is at www.thechakrahouseofhealing.com. If you are a holistic or alternative practitioner, I would love to hear from you. If you would like the public to know who you are and what you do, you can contact me through my site, about your site. Also, we're always looking for sponsors for the site. Again, I want to thank you. I want you to know that you have the power of healing within yourself. All we think is all that will be. And so if you think something, if you believe something about yourself, that's what will happen. So know that the next time you're having a thought about who you are and where you want to go in life. Thank you so much for being a part of the Chakra House of Healing. Again, that's www.thechakrahouseofhealing.com. You can contact me also at 647-559-3674, and I would love to have a talk with you. Thank you so much.